Hi everyone, Cheryl here with a video on the CottageCutz mini tea cakes. And so I'm going to show you how I made these little tea cakes here. And they're still wet. So hopefully you could see those. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab some tweezers and then get all your little pieces. And I'm using 2 flours, the tea cake, the chocolate, and the leaf. And so I'm going to start with the tea cake. And on this one, I'm using E55 light caramel. And what I do is basically go over, like, here's the dark or the line, and so I just go over that several times and then over the side several times, and that's gonna give you a darker of this color. And then I just come in with the same color and fill in. Whoops. And if you don't like, you could just go back in. And so that gives you that. Now, you could also dust with Tim Holtz antique linen and a duster. And I actually love dusting. So I do the same thing. Start on the one side and just get that dark, and then come in and fill in the rest. So that you'd have 2 different ones. Hopefully you could see that. So the next thing you're going to want to do is grab some Copic markers and E29 burnt umber and E57 light walnut, and that's going to be for the chocolate. And I do the same thing. Where the line is that the CottageCutz gives you, I go ahead and do dark shade there. And then for the bottom, I just bring this dark across the bottom of the chocolate, and I just do that several times. Now I'm going to come in with my lighter color and blend it so it doesn't look so funny, and I just go over that with this lighter color and bring it up. And then the same thing with where the line is. I'm just gonna go ahead and go over that a few times. It kind of removes the color and blends it. And so there's the chocolate. And now for the little flowers, I'm gonna do some dark blue around the edges, and I'm using B14. So I'm just gonna lightly bring that to the edges of the flowers, and hopefully you could see. Could use the tweezers to hold that down. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with B41 powder blue and just color those in. Oops. So there's the little flowers. Now for for the little leaf, I'm using G24, and that's the dark color. So I'm just going to do that, and then a little bit along the bottom. So I'm just doing the line and then a tad on the bottom of the leaf or the top. And then I'm coming in with YG03, and I'm actually just going to color it. And that's done. So the next step is to go ahead and grab, I'm using these candy foam squares, and these are from Really Reasonable Ribbon. These are perfect when you're working with little pieces, because they're not so big and they're not high like your other foam squares. But I love using these. And now I'm just going to add the little chocolate piece to the top of my tea cake. And next thing you'll want to do is grab some Helmar's scrap dots. I love this stuff. A couple reasons why I love it is because you can pick the dimension you want with a scrap dot, and then you can also control how much you want too. So I just stick a big glob. And then you don't push down with this stuff. I mean, you can, like, get it how you want it. If you need to lift it up a little, however you leave it is how it's going to stay once it dries. The dry time on this, I don't even know, because usually I make all my little pieces. It might be like an hour, if that. I usually make all my pieces prior to a project. So, and then I just add the little flower. And now I'm going to add my leaf. And, whoops. Sorry, I'm going to be upside down for you guys. And you could always come in and move them. You have time to do that. So the next thing I want to do is add some Viva Pearl Pin. And this is in the cream. And I'm going to just add 2 little dots. I almost think I want another leaf on this one. So I might do that. Now I'm adding dots to the bottom. A lot of you think they're pearls. No. These, I love these pins. They make life so much easier, and they don't fall off. And I used them on a lot of my flowers. When I do a ton of little flowers, I've used them, and I know people have left comments saying, oh my gosh, that must have taken forever to add all the flowers. No, I don't. Or add all the pearls. So just to let you know, I did not add a ton of pearls to my flowers. It would take forever, especially because I go ahead and add an extra little glue. So I'm adding this little leaf to the other side for a couple of reasons. I left some of the glue sticking out, and I want to cover that up. Okay. So there you have another little tea cake, and hopefully you could see that. These are so cute and so much fun to make. I'm going to move that one aside and show you my other ones. Aren't they sweet? They're the cutest little things. And I hope you enjoyed my video today on the CottageCutz mini tea cakes. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day.